Do you know, it amazes me how many people still play fantasy football? Because, you see, I couldn't understand it as a craze when it first came out. I thought, surely there's enough fantasy in football already. I'll tell you why I thought that. Because I'd been down in Bristol, and I went to see Bristol Rovers play Swansea City. And the Bristol Rovers fans were singing, "And it's Bristol Rovers, Bristol Rovers FC. They're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen." And I thought, well, they're not really, are they? When you think about it, in the 50s, there was Real Madrid. In the 60s, Benfica. In the 70s, Ajax of Amsterdam. In the 80s, Liverpool. In the 90s, Juventus. You've got the West German World Cup winning side, the Italian World Cup winning side, Brazil. Bristol Rovers don't quite figure on that list of all-time greats for me. You know, I don't think if you ask somebody with huge experience of world football, say Ozzy Ardiles, who he thought were the best team he'd ever seen, he's not going to say, "I see some very good teams in my time with Slee, but it's very difficult to pick a particular team at any particular time that was better than any other particular team. I think Tottenham was a very good team in that day. I think Argentina too was a very good team, but I think at the end of the day I have to say Bristol Rovers, they were by far the greatest team the world has ever seen, I think." Not going to happen. They live in a fantasy world down there in Bristol. But I tell you, every club, of course, needs its fans. Although sometimes they do take their devotion a bit too far.
Do you know which ones you won there?
That one.
Oh, well done.
Can I have
your autograph, Mr. Ince?
Yeah.
He knew who he was. Always love your offensive play. Himself straight off. Piss off, kid, he's mine. Ain't you clever? Good luck in the World Series.
I'm just wondering, I wanted to ask you, me and my friends, we like to wear our sunglasses on the top of our head like this. Do you think it's a good idea, that? Being a fashion god as you are?
Well,
do you think it's a...
I don't know, you know. It's very difficult for me to advise you how to live.
Right, oh yes.
And you are...
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
You're your own man, you know. Do what you want to do.
I'm not the Messiah now, please. Will you stop following me about? You're confusing me with a character from Life of Brian, and just get out from in front of my house, please.
Mr. O'Leary, do I look better with these sunglasses off? You know, I've taken them off now. What do you reckon?
You know?
Eh?
I don't know.
Look at me.
I don't know.
Look at me.
I don't know. I've got to go inside now. Leave me alone,
Touch
please.
me.
Go away. Help me, I said, good hearty pool. Help me.
Welcome to the club, Mr. Royal.
Yeah, nice
very
to
nice to
I'm
see
not
you.
sure.
Thank you very much for coming. I know everyone's very
Nick Fardo's me.
excited. This is Mr.
Nick
Royal.
Fardo, yeah.
Royal.
All right, Joe.
This is,
All right.
James,
Nice to
our
meet you.
friend.
I'm,
do you want to go inside, Mr. Royal? You're doing a great job at Everton, I think.
oh yeah,
I
I'm
think
the
so.
golfer.
Rude, can you give us your autograph, please?
Yeah.
Hey? Yeah, and again. Yeah, and again. Yeah, and again. And again. Thanks. Ta. Ta. Cheers, mate. Ta. Oh, rude.
What?
Rude, mate. Yeah.
Oi.
Leave it.
He's taking a piss, hasn't he?
Rude Hullet's been arrested. Did you? He hit this guy, asked him for 5 autographs, right? 5 autographs, and Hullet didn't like it, and he hit him. It happened over there. I saw that he hit him with a bottle of orange squash like this, and he just punched him with it. Knocked him out. Poof. Poof.
Well, we have arrested Rude Hullet for his attack on the fan, and we're plainclothes police, obviously. We've arrested
You
him.
look like the old Dutch boss.
Yeah, I'm disguised as him, that's right.
Do you see this as a test case? Should anyone be expected to sign
Yes.
5 autographs?
We're going to change the law in future. 1 autograph per person, you see.
It failed. All right.
Signing autographs, look, isn't it? Do you misplayed, Mr. Royal? Aye?
I'm not going to tell you again now, please. Just get lost, will you?
There's been a lot of talk recently about players drinking, particularly before a game.
Well, I know it's a cliche.
It's a
but,
big word, Paul.
Yeah.
Big word, isn't it?
But football is often
Yeah.
a game of 2 halves, or 2 halves, 4 pints of Guinness and a bottle of vodka at Arsenal. Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, because it's the same in show business. I remember Julian Clary was saying himself very recently, "I always like to have a little something inside me before I go on." Well, I think he was talking about the drink anyway. But he is a big football fan, Julian Clary. I remember before the 94 Cup Winners' Cup final, you know, the Naeem lob and everything, he saw it coming, because he actually said on radio, "Seaman comes out far too quickly for my liking." Well, I think he was talking about the football anyway. And now, some more of those hunky men talking.
David Seaman fancies you, man. Bender.
Fucking shut up,
Why do you think he's grown his hair long, ain't he? Come on.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Bob.
man.
If he touches me, I'll fucking kill him, I'll tell you that.
Come here, Paul. You know you want it.
I've got semen all over me, innit?
Come on, man. Oh, do you like me hair like this?
Where are you from, Paul? Your face
John
is...
Tarshark.
Oh, yeah.
Next wheels on the liver.
Some Welsh bloke.
Gazza, you twat.
So funny, isn't he?
Calm down,
Oh,
mate,
he's
calm
lovely.
down.
Lovely lad.
I'm fly fishing. Come here, fly. Gonna fish you. Ah.
Ask him for us, will you, Ian?
No
Can you ask
way.
him?
Ask him yourself, man.
Oh, please. Not here.
Somebody get that bleeding gobshite twat semen off my case.
Guess it's here, mate.
See if I can't get 12 across, you see. What do you think that is?
See, concatenation.
Oh, concatenation, that's very good, yes.
Catharsis, that. Physiognomy.
I'll make 3 down then.
Catharsis.
Oh,
that's how to
excellent,
do a
thank you.
crossword, mate.
Yeah, that's finished it.
Thicko. Idiot.
Do you want a game of free and in? Just fucking put that board down, will you twat? Kids.
Sorry.
Alan Green, Radio 5. You're not looking too happy at the moment. Why is that exactly, Alan?
Well, Alan, there's a bit of a thing going on between Paul
Right.
Ince and David Seaman, or Seaman and Ince, really, and Seaman's written all these letters. Wants me to give them to Paul Ince, and I'm going to chuck them away.
Okay.
Got enough of it. I'm the moral guardian.
Thanks a
Gotta do
lot.
my job. All right.
I see Glenn's picked David James again. Nice one.
What's she like him?
What?
Posh, boys, posh.
Ah,
What's she?
well, she's posh, like. She's really posh, like. She don't just say, take us from behind. She'll say, take me from behind, please, sort of thing, like. She's really posh.
Please, that is posh, isn't it? Yeah.
What about you, anyway? How's your love life?
That's not bad, man, you know. You know, it's difficult with David Seaman and everything, all
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing, you know, you had that fucking thing for me and everything. Well, you know, it's all
I
right
heard that,
now.
yeah.
We talked about it and we decided just to be good friends, like, you know.
Do you know, I sometimes think that Brian Moore is possessed by the devil. Honestly, because he'll be commentating quite normally, and then he'll suddenly start growling for no apparent reason, you know? Well, Newcastle United playing some excellent football out there this afternoon, Sergeant Major. They're really looking good, and getting the ball right in there now towards the likes of little David Batty going right in there. And, well, Kevin Keegan sitting alongside me this afternoon, so important, but for some reason, I keep turning to the devil and growling for no apparent reason. Very, very strange.
So, yeah, you know, I enjoy the commentary for ITV, and I'm working hard with these girls now, you know, and I tell you, I don't miss football at all in my heart, you know, because the passion and the aggression that these girls show, you know, that they love the game and the excitement they have for it, it's hard sometimes keeping that in check, you know. I mean, look at them now, you know, they love it, they love football, and the energy they have, the desire. Look at them, and her particularly, she's great, she loves me, and I love it.
I hate him.
Meanwhile, in the Match of the Day studio,
Right. Okay then, fellas. So let's have a look at this action now. See what you make of this from a couple of thousand years ago, I think.
Well, the shepherds are caught floating there, aren't they, Des? I mean, the angel of the Lord, we suckled him here. He comes down, and no one picks him up at all. Well, that's terrible defending. He says something to one of them. It looks to me very much like go to Bethlehem or something like that. And they just go. They all get dragged over towards the shed end there. No one stays in the middle of the cover at all. And that is dreadful, dreadful cover, you know. And there, the youngster in the box, well, it's more of a crib, really, isn't it, and whatever. The youngster, we circled him here.
Well, he circled himself there, really, hasn't he, Alan, with a little halo sort of thing.
Yeah, well, whatever. And he's taken them all by surprise. And that lad looks to me like he could have a very, very, very bright future ahead of him indeed, Des. But as a sort of a messiah, Trev? Yeah.
Oh, we've seen it all before, really, haven't we, Des? You know, I remember when I used to play for West Ham. I don't know if I ever told you I used to play for West Ham. And there was a young lad there, Alan Devonshire, who was heralded as a new messiah, you know, after I'd hung the old boots up, so to speak. And then he never really lived up to his promise, you know, a little bit disappointing. And then we had another lad after that, Ian Bishop, as well. He came in, you know, and heralded, etc., etc., didn't quite live up to it. So I think he'll be under a little bit of pressure, undoubtedly, yes.
Well, that's right. I remember years ago, of course, now, they said that Brian Clough could walk on water there at Nottingham Forest, and maybe for a little while he could, but then, of course, the pressure got to him, and he started to turn the water into wine, really, didn't he?
All right.
Messiah's a difficult label to live up to, all right. I'm not arguing about that, you know. I'm just saying you've got to remember, the fans out there, are very, very fickle indeed, you know. And for me, if the lad doesn't do it week in, week out, it could end up crucifying him.
OK, Alan, thanks, fellas. Right, well, now, let's have some more of those pictures, shall we?
Do you ever get that feeling when you think I've forgotten something? I mean, I've had that all day today. I thought, I know as I had this interview with you guys, and I thought, I know I've like, I had washed my hair and I put deodorant on and I had a shave and I put me scarf on to keep the chill off my neck like me Gran always said, but I know it's something I've forgotten. I don't know what it is like, but I just had that feeling all day, you know, that there's something I've forgotten and you feel that it's stupid. I don't know what it is. It's probably nothing, doesn't matter. No.
So who's been the greatest team in English football over the last 30 years? Leeds United? Man United? Arsenal? Bristol Rovers? Or Liverpool? Alan Hansen feels that great Liverpool side never got the credit they deserved. Oh, that's right, you know. A lot of teams, they come to Anfield and they go away saying they've been robbed. But if you're going to leave valuables in a dressing room in Liverpool, what do you expect? And leading the line in that great Liverpool side, of course, Ian Rush. He had some great striking partnerships over the years.
Yeah, well, that's right, you know, I did, and I think for many years I had a great understanding with Kenny Dalglish, and people said, in fact, that we had a telepathic understanding, which is just as well, really, because I couldn't understand the bleeding word that he was saying to me.
One thing that unites footballers and football lovers everywhere, though, we all love a good moan.
So, Alex Ferguson, what have you got to moan about today?
Well, for a start, I've got quite an itchy nose, you know, really, and that's not pleasant. The wind's blowing my hair, lifting up, making it look a bit silly.
I'm a very lucky man as an ambassador for football. I've met all the great players in the world, except for Johan Cruyff, and I wouldn't want to meet him. I never rated him. I don't like the Dutch. And what did he ever do? One fancy turn by a corner flag, and that was it. I'd tell him that if I met him.
Yeah, as you see, I'm very level-headed, and the only thing that really irritates me in football is people taking pictures of the back of my head. And if I catch anyone doing it, you know, I'm going to bloody have him.
Bobby Charlton's not a big fan of yours then, I hear?
No, that's right. He says that I only did one good thing. I did two good things. There was a turn by the corner flag there, and also... what else was it that I did that was good?
Yeah, I remember the first time that I saw Harry Enfield do them Scouser characters, and I went mad in my mouth, you know, my mates were all saying, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, this tie is a bit tight, and it's stopping me from breathing a bit. I think it must be faulty.
You're still much better looking than Terry Venables, aren't you?
It's not always enough, though, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, I'm sure that Harry Enfield's a nice guy and that, but I just felt it was a personal attack sort of thing, you know, and he really ruined my life, you know. I mean, him and my hairdresser.
40 yards out. It was a good shot. What? Oh, bloody hell, well,
nice.
Of all the people we've...
Never met, have we?
Never actually met, have we?
It's very nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
well,
Big
I'm
fan of
delighted
yours.
to meet you.
Big fan of yours. And
So you?
also, yeah.
I'm an ambassador.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I have to say, I think you were shit and your son's even worse, actually.
Well, piss off yourself, huh?
So many football fans these days seem to rely on Radio 5 for all their news and information. I love the Saturday output particularly, at least until you hear, hello and welcome to another 90 minutes of red-hot soccer chat. Yes, 606 is on the air again, your chance to air your views. So give us a call, whoever you are, fan, chairman or player, young or old. Always nice to hear the younger fans on the programme. And don't worry if you are young, we won't patronise your silly little opinions. And always nice to hear as well from the lady fans. Yes, always nice to hear the lady voices on the programme. And of course it does save me ringing the 0898 numbers later on. David Mellor, where would we be without him? But fans love collecting things, don't they? Badges, autographs, programmes, and it seems that players are no different.